Hey guys, in my recent video, I went over the Apothicon language and a lot of the symbols around the map and just translated them. But now I want to show you some of the Apothicon language that surrounds the Apothicon servant, and this is the audio cues you get when you build the gun and also do certain things in the game. I'd always known what they were saying in their language, but never knew what it meant translated in English. So I'm really excited to finally get to find out what this voice is saying. Okay, when you first build the Apothicon servant, you're going to go to the workbench and you're going to build it and you're going to pick it up, and you're going to hear an audio cue after you pick it up. Now it's going to be different based on which one you have, and there's 4 names for each of the servants. At this time, we don't know why there are 4 different names for the Apothicon servant or how to even get a certain one by doing something special in the game. It just seems to be really random at this point. So the audio cue, I had always known that it said feed the Apothicon servant, like it would say its name, but then there was another word and I never knew what that meant. Well, it means feed the Apothicon servant a human. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I am going to let you guys listen to the 4 audio cues. Again, it's just going to say feed, and then whichever Apothicon servant you have, the name of it, and then human, and here they are. So it's asking you to feed it humans, which I'm assuming it means, the zombies. When you create the vortex, it will suck the zombies into it, and I guess this is the way that you actually feed the gun. And after you kill about 10 zombies, and then a Margwa spawns in, you start hearing more audio cues from this gun. So it seems like we've completed the first step, we fed it humans, and now it wants to go on to another step, which, is the upgrade process, and it's telling us how to do it. There are 3 different audio cues or phrases that you'll hear whenever this Margwa spawns in and you've killed 10 zombies. Now these audio phrases are different every time you play, and to hear all 3 of them, you'd have to play 3 different games. I was able to translate each of the phrases, and I'm going to play them for you guys right now. So the phrases are to cocoon the ID gun cocoon. Then a transformation will come and you will create an ID gun. If you guys aren't familiar with what ID gun means, it means interdimensional gun, and that is part of the Cthulhu mythos that surrounds Shadows of Evil. I believe from what I've researched that this ID gun is an offspring of one of these Cthulhu gods, and his name is Yog-Sothoth. And in the Cthulhu stories, it talks about how he is this interdimensional being with lots of offspring, so this story kind of fits in with what's going on Shadows of Evil. So basically this gun is like a child to one of those tentacle gods, and that's why you see in the Apothicon language it being referred to as the ID gun, just in case you guys didn't know. So there's definitely a lot of confusion surrounding the ability to upgrade this Apothicon servant and what we need to do to make that happen. There's clearly audio cues telling us how to do it, and yes, a cocoon is required, and now that Treyarch knows that we can translate these phrases, this has to be something that we can actually do in the game. It would surprise me if they had all these audio cues in and we can translate it and we know what it's saying, and we're like in the game playing, and it's like it's telling me to build a cocoon with this thing and we can't do it. It just seems like this is something we should be able to do at this point if it's telling us to do it and we know what it's saying now. And it doesn't end here. There is another audio cue, and this is the audio cue that you hear whenever the gun is complete and it's upgraded and ready to pick up. This is not something anybody's really ever heard, and we've obviously not been able to translate it to know even what it said. I'll play it for you guys right now. I looked up the words to see what that meant, and it's saying to grapple a cocoon. There's been a lot of talk in the community about this cocoon, and I've even seen people show footage of the cocoon and certain locations that this cocoon is supposed to be. I guess the question we all have is, we can now translate the phrases and we know what they're saying. Why can't we upgrade this thing right now? Is it something they're going to implement later? Are there certain things we have to complete to be able to do this, like do other Easter eggs or something? And I'll go back over all the phrases and tell the complete story here. So you build the Apothicon servant, it tells you to feed it humans. So you feed it humans, and when you kill 10 zombies with it, and a Margwa spawns in, you're going to hear like these 3 audio phrases, and basically it's telling you to put the gun in a cocoon, grow the cocoon, maybe you have to go like a couple of rounds. It seems to be kind of the, the standard thing, like go a few rounds or kill a certain amount of zombies, and then you grapple it down. Obviously you'll have to be in beast mode to do that, so that should be pretty interesting. So far I haven't found anything really useful when translating with the Apothicon language except for this right here. This is telling us exactly like what is going to happen when we actually do finally get this thing upgraded. And for my VR VIPs, I will be sending you guys some exclusive information about this. And if you guys want to sign up and be a part of the VIP group, I'll have that video down in the description. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you next video.